Hello guys, I will be teaching you how to start up the basic systems 146 professional by Just Flight. It's not easy to start up every day if you have like 3 legs. Well, not maybe legs, but maybe have to keep going back and forth. So basically, let's just say, well, it's not going to be a turnaround, but let's just say that this is the first leg of the flight. How to start it up. And yeah, we're not going to be doing legs. We're not going to be flying anywhere. This is just what it's going to be doing today. So, first thing in the 146 is that we are going to do a little walk around. Let's make sure. Well, it would be nice if we could touch the pitot heaters and take off the pitot heaters, scoopers. Oh my gosh, I do not know how to say it. The pitot covers. Yeah, that's what it's called. Now let's check and make sure that there's nothing in the engine. There's nothing there. Nothing there. You can't really move the ailerons. It's not like your normal Cessna 172, where you can just go ahead and move them. Make sure that they're free. Oh, my attachment snapped. Just went behind there. I mean, behind the TV. Yeah, we're kind of low. This is probably us on our tippy toes, I guess. Yeah, this is cold and dark state. Now the walk around is going to be complete. All the chalks are in. What I would love for the 146 is if they had gear pins. That would also be nice to remove those. And also it would be nice to have pitot heaters. Pitot covers. And also a nose chalk. Now let's walk in and we're a bit high. As we walk in, we can see the snow everywhere through our passenger windows. Let's make sure that nobody left anything. Yeah, we're not really looking very thoroughly, are we? Or, well, nothing that is potentially hurting. Now we can go ahead and walk inside the cabin. Inside the cabin, we have plenty of stuff that we can use. Plenty of buttons to touch. This doesn't really move. I just can't move it while it's I'm in showcase, so that's one reason. Also, I wish you could actually mess. Oh, you can actually mess with these. That right there was a 3D model. Let's take a look at the 3D model. Well, it doesn't look that great. Earlier I said it looked pretty nice, but I don't think it looks that great. You turn on the entrance light switch. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Gotta turn on the batteries. Turn on the entrance light switch, and I guess you're the jump seat, I guess. You have nowhere to. Oh well, you can't. I can't really pull out the jump seat. If I could, that would be awesome. But I cannot pull out the jump seat, so I'm gonna stand like that. I'm sit right here. Hello, Captain 7146. And pretend me. Well, not me, but pretend you are this person who's looked directly at the 146's hundreds of switches in the cockpit. There's too many to count. That's all I can say. And dials? Don't even get me started with dials. There's already like 4 here, and then you have to multiply these by 4, and then by 5, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, that's like 20. 4 times 5 is 20, so that's 20 dials right there. That's just 20 dials. I could probably count these, but let's let the captains on the 146 do their job. And you are this person. And I guess I'm here. Now we can go ahead and turn off our sight, and we can go ahead and start the APU. We're really not supposed to start the APU first. We're really not even supposed to turn on the battery first. It's really supposed to be on since it was like a pilot just used it. That's the reason. I've seen pilots leave their leave their seats and go to a different flight. but the battery's still on. Makes no sense, right? Okay. Yeah, it's saying negative 60. That makes absolutely no sense. Outside air temperature is 23 degrees Fahrenheit. This is Celsius. I remember putting in like negative 5. I think I remember. Alright, I'm gonna teach you how to start up the 146. Let's just turn these off. Just to make it like, you can hear that battery wearing down. This should be on. There we go. Oh, never mind. Okay, so, first things of the 146 is the throttle must be in fuel off. That's really not supposed to be a really procedure because it's already in fuel off, but what's the purpose of doing it if, like, the air brake is, like, I don't know. You know what, just forget about it. So, air brake's in, flaps are up, fuel off, throttle, and I think this is in yellow. I'm not sure. It's pretty hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure it's in yellow. Yeah, it's in yellow. And now, I guess we can start up the batteries now. Nothing word up. We'll turn on the left inner pump. I forgot what the reason was for that. Turn on the anti-ice. Let's turn on the ice detect. Let's see, PTU and the AC pump can go to auto. This goes on. That makes no sense. Let's turn on the lift spoilers, yellow and green, and turn on all the masters. So we're making our way up like we just did. Now the generators, we're gonna push this to on. Nothing happens yet. Actually, no, I'll put on offline. Now we can go ahead and start the AP. Here's the APU and the heatler. I mean, you can see the heatler, but you can hear the APU whirring up. Alright, let's go ahead and power up our TMS. I almost said ATP. That's like a flight school. So I don't know the real degrees Celsius. I'm gonna just check the brake temperature, because that might actually tell us. Because alright, it's -4. It's -4, so we're okay. Now let's put on toga. Alright, 91.3. We're fine. I'll be right back. I am back. So, you can see that this is out, and when it lights up like that, that means only if it's pulled. If it lights up like that, then that means all these warnings are cut off. Because these warnings, I'm telling you, they're annoying. See that? Like that right there. But we're gonna have to push it in for takeoff. Push it in once we leave the area. But right now we're leaving the area, so let me just go ahead and test this. All the lights work. Sometimes the flight recorder doesn't work. Oh, sometimes the flight recorder doesn't work, and that's okay. That's what happened. Oh, whatever. That's gonna happen sometimes, you know. So APU, we have APU power available, and let's check our APU generator. It's like you can see all this stuff. You see all these lights. They're basically all gone except for these. These are ice protection. All right, let's test all of these. Wow, looks so beautiful. You know what? I'm gonna go Control 7. Zoom out. Yes, you can use the fire extinguishers. Hey, Bennett. That was close. If you step on that, I don't know what would happen. Bring it up here, Benny Boo. Meow. Oh, and you just gonna rub your tail on my backpack. I. So the APU is about 100 RPM, and it's about 400 TTT. So we're in the good. I think we're maybe ready for startup. Meow. I'm out. Oh, there he goes. He jumps on. Yay. So, how you doing, Benny Boo? Oh, jump off. Alright, let's put these to on, arm. Also these work. I don't know what we're supposed to do with them, but I'm gonna turn them both on. This is a mandatory procedure that I do. No lights should be pumping on. It should be on. Engine 2 and 3 should be off. Pumps should be off. Now we can go ahead and turn on these pumps. Alright, let's go ahead and start it. Engine 2 is being started today. Engine 3. Because we have people coming in on the left side, and we don't want them to get hurt. Actually, let's do engine 4. So, we can go ahead, get this over with. I've turned on the anti-ice. I don't know why you're supposed to turn it on, but it is pretty cool outside. Gotta admit, it's pretty cool outside. So I'm gonna turn it on anyway. Let's turn on some engine air. And I just want to test it one more time. It just looks so beautiful. And if you didn't know, each engine has its own, has 2 extinguishers. So 8 extinguishers total. Wow, how am I doing this? So it has 8 extinguishers total. So if it doesn't come out the first time, it has its own that will use, so it can come out the next time. And if it doesn't come out the second time, then maybe you just should shut down the whole plane. Also, I had the Lockheed Constellation. It's not really a good plane. It's a good plane, but you know what I mean. Oh, the air brake came out. Wait, hold on. Okay, so the thing about the Lockheed Constellation is that you have 2 extinguishers. It's not like the Boeing 2470 where you just have 1 extinguisher. And the Lockheed Constellation, you have two extinguishers. So if it doesn't come out the first time, it'll come out the next time. But you only have 2 extinguishers for the whole thing. And you know how many engines you have? 4. So it makes absolutely no sense. Bennett is crazy, man. I tell you the truth, he just keeps on meowing. But you have 2 extinguishers and it has 4 engines. You're not going to really get far, especially since it went on transatlantic flights. And the Boeing 247 did too. I don't know, I tried to post a video about it, but it just said that the whole video was broken because I set it off while I was uploading. So that's just broken. Alright, engine 4 has spooled up, and might know the end 1 is pretty different in the areas that you go. So if it's like, hold on, let me pull up my weather here. So if you're like somewhere dry, I'm not in anywhere place dry, like clear skies, it's going to warm up to 240. Whoa, a bit of flames are up there. Well, it was really high resolution. Let's try scattered clouds. Well, that probably doesn't do anything, but let's do rain. Look at that, you guys see that? The camera's trying to focus. Well, okay, so it's still not changing. Let's try storm. Yes, it's not changing. Oh, it went up a bit. So yeah, the different places you go, it will move. So that's why it's not at 242. Yeah, that's why the TTT just went down. Let's go ahead and start engine 3. But I'm trying to make sure that my mouse isn't dying, so I can go ahead and like charge it up, because it was dying earlier. Just trying to make sure that ain't dying. Alright, it doesn't seem to be dying, because it will like die every few times I tried to start it up. Move myself around. move it closer here. It should be around 3,000. The DC pump actually does increase it. I really like that. Let me try to make sure my microphone's close to me. Alright, when this shuts off, and if you want to move quickly, as soon as those 3 lights shut off, move. Just move. Alright, we got a little bit of vibration on the engine. Oh, it already vibrated. Okay, let's hit control 6. Oh, forgot that we had the door open. Well, you're just gonna hear the 146 number 2 engine start up. Hopefully it doesn't suck out the whole thing. I'm gonna go ahead and put up these stairs though, because that could be sucked up. Alright, it's pulling up. Let's go ahead and go to engine 1. Alright, it has fully spooled up. Let's go ahead and close the door. Okay, so you know why, and also, don't forget this. Engines, they have different rates. Sometimes one engine will be overhauled at one time, and then it'll be like overhauled like 3 days later. So the engine has a lot of wear and tear. I'm pretty sure I put wear and tear at 100%. If I didn't, I'll go put it on 100% because I don't know what it does. I'm pretty sure it just wears, tears the plane, so it can like beat itself up. You know? Oh, there we go. Well, we have started up all the engines. I'm really glad that you guys tuned in on this one. Now, after when we start, I usually don't use the checklist after we start, but we're gonna put the start thing to off, and yeah, it doesn't need any more power, I guess. Once it gets to, okay, it's ready. You can go ahead and turn off, excuse me, you can go ahead and turn off our PTU. Yeah, I don't know why the air brake just doesn't come out sometimes. Oh my gosh. My nose is killing me. It just like stops up. So I'm trying to breathe in my mouth. It's crazy. It's crazy. I had this thing for too long, bro. Alright, I guess we really started up. Before we go, I'm going to teach you about the TMS. So, it's starting up in TMS. The TMS is a different little situation. Hold on, let me just make sure that we have our parking brake on. It pulled, and both are showing 3,000 PSI. So, the way you change your TMS is if it's like really, really hot. Oh. It's like really, really hot. Oh, 84 degrees Celsius. It's like, I don't calculate that. But anyway, if it's like really, really hot today, it's going to be like 44 degrees Celsius. That's hot. That's hot. Like really hot. That's going to be like maybe 86 obviously. But when you do that, you have to push your plane. Hold on. Also, if you click that, it will move the things for you. You have to push it all the way up until these blue lights flash off. Oh, it's cool. And once those blue lights flash off, that means that it has taken control of the engines, and that's your takeoff speed, you know? You just take off like that. But if you push it too far, which it might not. Oh, my flaps are stuck. My flaps are stuck. See, it takes it back to its normal position, right? So let's say that I have I wonder if I can control this. Can I control this? I'm pretty sure I can. Anyway. I mean, obviously I can't. But let's see if I'm gonna have a TTT of, I just powered off. 840, TTT. 840, there you go. Yeah, it can go past 840. At least I don't think so. But as you see, those blue lights come off. And I don't really think that I demonstrated very well. So, those blue lights, it means that you have to push the engine up. And if you don't push the engine up, then it's gonna, like, you know, if you don't push the engine up, then that means it's just, what's the word? If you don't push the engine up, then it's not gonna work. I thought if you just move the engine just a little bit, it'll work. But I was wrong, because these blue lights still show. So let's say that I put my TTT to about 540. It doesn't go past 540. So let's say I just push it all the way right. All the way, right? It'll tell me to go down. Oh my gosh. This noise is annoying. I'll just turn off my batteries. So that it still shows. Whatever. It's telling me to move the plane down. Because if I get into the range, I think it's like a 25% range. The guy told me. It may not be a 25% range, but it's a range, and then once you get in that range, it takes over. It takes over. So, we're going to do another demonstration, except that we're going to be using the N1, I guess? No, takeoff. So, our takeoff is going to be, let's kind of get yeah, it's telling me to move the plane down. Because it's hot outside. That's what it's trying to tell me. But, what if I move it? Boop. Well, it really doesn't need much explaining, but blue means to tell you to go up. It tells you to go up. And now it will take control of the plane for you. And you don't have to move it at all. Oh, what's going on with this? There we go. See how it's falling back? It's falling back just a little bit, but it's falling back. That's what I'm talking about. So you understand how it works now. Anti-ice is on. That's good. But yeah, now you understand how it works. Oh, it's 8:21. You understand how it works. Good. So is there really oh my gosh. Is there really anything I need else to tell you about the TMS? Yeah, sync. So let's say I put this engine all the way up, but the master is 1, right? But the master is 1, right? It doesn't work, because like I said, the white thing shows up. So what if the engine 1 is like here? But what if being for in range like this? Let's see what will happen. It locks on, right? Wait, is it locking on? I don't think it's locking on. It's trying to. I can see it trying to lock on, but it's not really doing a very good job. Oh, there you are, Benny Boo. He's just stepping over my flight equipment. You see it's trying to lock on, right? It's trying its best. It's not doing a very good job, obviously. It's not doing a very good job. But it's trying to lock on as best as it can. So remember, this is from the 80s. You think 80s equipment is good? Maybe it feels like the space exploration, maybe. But hopefully you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? I just want to see if I could like shut it down. If you guys can't hear me, that's okay. Let's go ahead and pull engine 2 down. Alright, it must be in range now since it's like falling back. Let's go ahead and push. No, wait. So, engine oil is at 68.2%, and that was at 506 and 1, I guess. Maybe it's more of 507. But this one's doing a pretty good job hanging on. This one is just having trouble. It's going to 497 and it's going to head all the way back to like 510. I mean 512. This one, it isn't in range, so we're not going to count that one in. Get a bit close. Now, will it lock on? That's a yes. Alright, engine 3 has finally stabilized. It's going to lock on because there is no symbol. Like, if it was blue, it would tell me to go up. If it was white, it would have told me to go down. I mean, push the throttle down. Like on even engine mode. So, that's how you start the engines and use the TMS on the 146 dash 200, I think this is. This might be a 200 version. Anyway, that's a 200 for you guys. Yeah, my green spoilers aren't coming out, I don't think. Let me see. I think only spoiler yellow is coming out. And yes, hold on. Yeah, I gotta show you this. This is super cool.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for takeoff.
This is so cool. I'm not even touching it. Look, I'm not even touching it. Watch. Just wait for the flight attendant to say something.
Cabin is secure.
See? You guys saw that, right? I didn't touch it. Look, I was right here the whole time, and my mouse even went off. Now it's due secure for landing. So move back. Just in case if you don't believe me.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for landing.
See, my look over here. But my mouse is all the way up, hopefully over here. Keep looking there. Just in case you guys don't believe me.
Cabin is secure.
Isn't that cool? That is super cool. But the thing is that you cannot do it again. Just like, please work on that. Like, I want to spam it as much time as I want. If it crashes my plane, crashes Microsoft Flight Simulator, I really don't care. But you really shouldn't give it just one chance, you know? I really don't like that. You have to add a bit more. Okay. If you guys were listening, that is. Yeah, so we're using a lot of our left field. B705. Oil pressure, let's check the oil pressure on all the engines. They seem pretty okay. This one's just a bit down. Just a bit down. But as you can see, it locked on, right? And look at my engines. They're at different. Engine force will increase a bit, but they're at different throttle levels. Levers. What am I saying? And they're all syncing on. 1, 2, 3. Well, it's not really fully synced. Because like I said, the engine might have different wears and tears. So this one might be a little bit lower because it might have been working a bit more hours. This one might have been a bit more lower than that one because it might have been working just a couple more hours. And you don't know what the engines have been through. I don't know because I've used all my engines. I never overhauled them once. You can't overhaul them, at least I don't think so. This one, I think it might have been just overhauled. Maybe around the overhaul section. We'll probably just overhaul it after this fight. But anyway, that is the end of the video. I know, I said it plenty of times. Alright, thank you for listening and have a beautiful day. Oh, let's put on clear skies. Oh, I also want to test this out. I they actually took this from a real plane. So if you're trying to figure out why it doesn't sound familiar, they took this from a real plane, and yeah, my brake temperature is warming up, and I will. Oh, I just gotta test this. I just gotta test this. Never mind, trucks are on. Anyway, I was going to show how hot the brake temperature can get, but I have it in the video now.